Welcome to my studio. I just wanted to take a moment and share with you this latest exciting chapter in art and what I'm doing. So this is a current piece. I'm really happy with it. It's called Trust, and you can see from the facial expression here especially, I love how these two are flanking this middle one, and you really get the story right here. It all started from photographing these guys out in Prescott, Arizona at the world's oldest rodeo. And you know, wild horses are so ridiculously hard to capture, and I try to take my own photos whenever possible. So I was told about all the spots to go, and you might see them like once every blue moon if you're lucky. So I was like, all right, next best thing, go to a rodeo. And you know, when you catch them in hanging out together, like, you know, before or after the show, you really get to see the social story with the horses. It's right there. You know, they huddle in groups. It's quite comical. They're a lot like people. And that's where my fascination with them and art began. I grew up in Montana, and there were more horses around than people. So I immediately had an infatuation with these beautiful creatures. But artistically, as ways to draw in the viewer, I became infatuated with their story and their emotional connection, and how so much humanistic quality is right there. So we've got this great story going on called Trust, and it starts with this reference. And basically, this is watercolor and Chinese ink on wood. Why did I go to wood? I know, right? Crazy. So, same horses. Well, not same, but same idea. This is an oil painting on canvas. These guys are called Summertime Buds. Aren't they cute? Again, another great social story. Hanging out together like best buds. This is oil on canvas. This is my background. This is what got me established. I went professional in 2007. Sold my first horse paintings then. And I love oil painting. I really do. But I've also been, and I always wanted to push color. So you're always going to see, it's hard to tell on video too, but I never use the color black. Never use the color black. I simply mix. I mix various shades of blues and greens and purple to make a very deep component that looks like black, but it's not black. But you get a lot of creative range when you do that. And you can kind of push. You can kind of push things that you don't necessarily see in nature, but it just pops that much more. So why did I come to wood? All right. So I start with my reference, a little block of wood. Here's a new little sketch going down, just on pencil. And from there, I will ink it in and paint it in, kind of like inking a comic book, basically. Trying to offer a modern contemporary approach. I've discovered from selling horse paintings that the traditional oil on canvas that I was doing is speaking to a audience of horse people only. And where I'm going with this new one is to kind of open up not only the style, but kind of bring more contemporary flair, more modern flair. And I can get away with some, you know, some harder lines and different colors. And it's really fun to let the wood be the canvas. I've got an appreciation for the woods and the different finishes and the different grains and patterns that you see. And I like that playing underneath there as a component to the story. So we still have a very natural earth tone color palette. This one is definitely more along the lines of the original. compared to some other pieces that you'll be seeing soon. What I do though try, you'll notice a lot of brown is in this piece. So for variety, went in and made this guy here on the left more of a beautiful gray black. Didn't go totally black, because again I say I'd like to find those depths between, but he came out with a beautiful velvety texture over the wood, and it's beautiful. I love the watercolor, what it can do. And then I finish it off with resin. And resin, it's a couple-week process because it takes 3 days to cure, and each painting gets at least 2 to 3 coats, because I like that nice build up. So I'm going to show you what the resin does for the surface texture. Bear with me a minute. I don't drop everything. Alright, you ready? So here's what the resin does. It adds that beautiful gloss to it. And I love that. You know, I love that interaction. Oil paintings, you don't want to be touching. And the beauty of this is it's like eye candy. And you want to go touch it. So it's beautiful, and working with some new great material, artresin.com. Great quality product, no yellowing, none of that funky UV stuff going on that you do have to worry about resins. So yeah, it's a different approach, but I'm excited, and thank you for watching. I always enjoy your feedback, and look for more. Okay, see you soon.